Are thoughts really the cause of your suffering? Thoughts take no effort or force. It is something that happens on its own, and we cannot control our thoughts because they are created from things that are out of our control, such as nature itself, things we experience in our life, things we hear, things we see, places we go. These are factors that create thoughts for us. Thinking, on the other hand, this is the act of thinking about the thoughts in our mind. Thinking takes a small amount of time, effort, and willpower. When we actively engage in the thoughts in our mind, that is thinking. We don't have to engage in all the thoughts in our mind, but when we do, we are thinking. Yes, thinking is the cause of all our suffering. And now you might ask, where are positive thoughts gotten from? Positive thoughts are not the result of our thinking. These are gotten from our natural states of peace, care, love, happiness, and joy. Now, I will ask you two quick thought questions, and all I need you to do is just be aware of what you are experiencing. First question, how would you feel if you got yourself your dream car by the end of this year? Before you give me an answer to this, take a moment to really think about it. Now, add a house to it, either a duplex or a mansion, whatever type of house you would want for yourself. Second question, what do you think about this goal of getting yourself a dream car and a house before the end of this year? Before you give me an answer, really think about it. What happened when I asked you to think about your answer? If you're like most people, you started overthinking about your thoughts. You might have said it would be impossible for you to achieve church in a year. You might have said no one in your family even has a car for themselves or even a house for themselves. Then what makes you think you would have a car and a house for your own self? You might have said right now no business can give you the amount of money you will need to buy your dream car or to build a house for yourself. You might have felt stupid and greedy to even think you can achieve church in a year. Notice how you felt when you were thinking about those thoughts. I'm very sure you didn't feel great, but that's okay. Here is why it happened and what you can do to change it. The moment you started thinking about those thoughts was the same time your suffering started too. When you were busy thinking about those thoughts, you began to judge and criticize them, and this made you feel all sorts of negative emotions, such as anxiety, unworthiness, self-doubt, guilt, and anger. This is what I meant when I said your thinking is the cause of all your suffering. When I asked you the first question, which was how you would feel if you got your first car and house by the end of this year, you didn't experience any suffering until you started thinking about it. Most times we believe that thinking is helping us, but all it's really doing is making us feel all sorts of negative and unwanted emotions. And sometimes this makes us create reasons to why we can't do something or even want it in the first place. Here is how to tell if you're actually thinking about something or you're just having random thoughts. A simple way you can do this is by being aware of your feelings in that exact moment. What I mean by this is, if you're having more of negative emotions, more of negative feelings, then that means you are thinking too much about it, because we can only feel what we think. So your feeling in that exact moment determines whether you are thinking too much or not. Do well to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thanks.